Bonsoir and welcome to another video. Yeah, I noticed you guys been watching some of the videos that I've been posting on this channel, and to be honest, I think these videos that I've been posting as of late, they're dull, they're boring, and they're flat. Some say they're long, boring, and dreadful. Well, I'm just gonna say that these videos that I've been posting on this YouTube channel, they suck. So, I don't have anything to work with. I don't know what to talk about. And, I don't want to talk about politics, and I don't want to talk about um, the United States and how the people are here, mass shootings, blah, 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 blah. I just don't want to talk about that stuff at all. You know, I want to talk about something different. Let me see, what can I talk about? Um, you know, Maybe I'll just say something funny. Okay, I don't know if you guys have a sense of humor or not, but well, here's my little joke. Um, how would you guys think about this? A pregnant woman marrying marrying a Hercules beetle. That's right, a pregnant woman marrying a Hercules beetle. You guys don't know what a Hercules beetle is. Actually, it's called the rhinoceros beetle. It's native to South America. And the thought of a pregnant woman marrying a Hercules beetle is just absurd. Yeah, you guys probably ain't gonna chuckle or laugh at this, you know. Well, but wait a minute, I can talk about this. It's like this. Ever since political correctness has been running amok, here in the U.S., it's just gotten bad. Movies and TV shows of today, they just flat out suck. I mean, you can't be. I mean, nobody can be politically incorrect anymore. Everything's political correctness now. And this is really, really insane. Like, okay, if someone today can post a video of themselves on a on YouTube, on their YouTube channel, post a video of themselves mocking somebody. Some political correctness person will see that, they'll get offended by it and ask this person on the comment section of their video on their YouTube channel to tell them to take the video down. And they'll make threats, and they'll make threats like this: "Do you want to get shot? Delete the video now." And a person on that that person who's the owner of that YouTube channel won't delete the video, so therefore this political correctness person will sub to their YouTube channel and just thumb down every video that they post, meaning giving them the thumbs down, I guess, just to get to them, to remove the video off their YouTube channel. Like, and someone who does something like that is just a sensitive little bitch, a coward. And this sensitive little bitch is doing everything in his power to get that person to take that video down. This is something I don't like about political correctness. It's anti-humor. I mean, okay, humor, comedy, it's good for you to laugh at someone and to laugh at yourself and make fun of someone, just for fun. But these political correctness people, they want you to suppress that and just be miserable and full of anger and hate, and just be violent and just be bitter. Yeah, and that just will just make you develop health problems, mess you up. Yeah, political correctness is anti-humor, and through all of that, TV shows and movies are suffering. And you notice these movies and TV shows of today in the mainstream, they're just weak. And they are. They're pathetic. They're a joke. Yeah, I'm going to say something else about political correctness. It's just flat out evil, and it just destroys society. And it does. I just I just hate political correctness. It sucks. I mean, you can't say anything. You can't be yourself. You can't be the real you. And I'm gonna bring the United States into this. Like, I mean, here in the U.S., like, it's like, okay, they talk about you live in a country with so much freedom, the freedom to vote and to live the life of like liberty, life, and the pursuit of happiness, however that goes. Like, first of all, you're not happy here in the U.S. I mean, there's no playfulness, joy, fun, or blitz or anything. Everybody just looks grumpy, miserable, repressed, full of fear. People just hate each other, and people who hate people are misanthropic, and they are. They're misanthropic. Yeah, patriotic Americans here in the United States, they want to boast and say that the United States is the only country that has a lot of freedom and those other countries don't have any freedom. And the truth is, the United States has less freedom than China. Like, how can they say the United States is a country with so much freedom and it feels like Nazi Germany here? You know, like like people are paranoid and fearful of strangers. People don't want to talk to each other. I mean, there's no social or human connection. Everybody wants to be left alone in their own bubbles. Everybody's segregated, isolating, and paranoid and fake. I mean, you can't you can't go out in the U.S. anywhere in the U.S. and meet people and make friends and connect with others. Go out and meet people, talk to them, get to know them, and connect with them and make friends with them. You can't go out in the U.S. and do that, and it doesn't work that way. And the only way you're gonna talk to people is through business related purposes. That's it. Doesn't sound like a free country to me. And plus, this country, the United States, has the highest prison population in the world, and it has a lot of rules, laws, and regulations that you have to obey. And plus, you have a job and a boss to answer to. And like, how can all of that be associated with freedom? It's ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense. It's just it sounds stupid. Like, you got all of this and you got these brain dead patriotic Americans that like to get on their high horse or get on the top of a mountain and beat their chest and chant freedom, freedom, freedom. We live in a country with so much freedom. Like they just chant it like a brain dead zombie. Like they're just completely out of it. Yeah, political freedoms and yeah, the freedom to vote. That's not freedom. And, there's something that the United States or the citizens of the U.S. who are patriotic and think the United States is great. There's one thing they did that they just will never ever ever understand is social freedoms, the freedom to be yourself. Those are two freedoms that the U.S. lacks. The United States lack those two freedoms. The freedom to be yourself and yeah, the freedom to be yourself and social freedoms. That doesn't exist at all. In the United States of America, you can't be yourself, you can't be happy, you can't have fun. You just got to be a repressed, stiff, lifeless robot that say things like, "Hi, how are you? How are you doing today? I'm doing fine." And that's absurd. Like, why? I mean, I never understood that. Like people people come up like strangers will like not strangers like people at stores or strangers they come up and they ask you, "Hi, how are you?" And you say this to them, "I'm doing fine." It's like it's weird. It's so well. It is kind of weird, and it's just completely absurd. Like why would you a total stranger will ask something like this? Why would you ask somebody, "Hi, how are you?" and you don't even know that person, and you say, "I'm doing great. I'm doing fine." Like and like yeah, you have to fake that. Like you have to tell people you're doing fine, and it doesn't matter if you're doing if you're fine or you're happy or you're miserable. You gotta put up this fake facade by telling people you're fine and you're doing great 24/7. Like you can't be you can't be happy and optimistic 24 hours a day and 7 days a week and 365 days a year. Like that's insane. Like life has its ups and downs. Sometimes you'll be doing okay, sometimes you won't be doing okay. Like and here in the United States, like you just can't tell somebody, "Oh, I'm not doing okay. I'm not doing I don't feel great. I mean, I just feel miserable. I'm not doing so well." And if you say that to someone in the US, some people will feel sorry for you. Some are just like stiff, lifeless robots at stores and they just don't care. And the ones that they're stiff, lifeless robots who ask you how are you doing, and if you instead of you telling them you're doing fine, you tell them, "Oh, I'm not doing so great." They're just lifeless. They're just zombies, and like they just don't care. And you have people from countries in Europe and people from countries like I think in Southeast Asia or in I guess South America or Africa. I heard that. Well, I'm gonna talk about people from European countries. I don't know about those other places in the world. Okay, you got people from countries in Europe. You got Europeans complaining about this. They complain about, like, in America, like, people ask you, "Hi, how are you?" And I think the Europeans probably won't answer. They just ignore them. And they see this face first, but they see this between two Americans. Like, one American will say to the other, "Hi, how are you?" The first American will say that to the other American, then the other American will say this, "Oh, I'm doing fine. I'm doing great." And the Europeans will look at this and they're just completely baffled and shocked at this. Yeah, it's just, yeah, they find, yeah, Europeans complain about this and they find it to be just downright absurd and ridiculous. And I kind of agree with the Europeans on this. Like, you know, and forgive me, I've been saying that too. I'm slowly getting away from that. Yeah, because I don't like saying that. I don't like asking a stranger, "Hi, how are you?" I don't like that. That's so it's so fake and phony and just frivolous and just stupid. Yeah, but like, I think in countries, and I think in China, I heard that if someone asks you, "Hi, how are you?" and you can tell them you're doing fine, or you can tell them you're not doing so well. And if you tell them they're not doing so well, I mean, they're not going to be stiff, lifeless, uncaring robots. They'll act like humans and just take what you say, and they'll just say, if you're not doing so well, if you tell them you're not doing so well, they say, "Well, well, I hear, well, I hate to hear you say that. I hope you do fine. Hope you do okay." And and I kind of like that. And I wish people in the United States was like that, but that's not gonna happen. Yeah, it's like, and it's crazy here in the U.S. Is like when it comes to, like, working and doing your job and following the rules and consuming, it's like everybody's a bunch of robots. And the people who act like robots on their jobs, they just look stupid. They look ridiculous. They look inhuman, and they do. You know, I live here in Texas, and it just looks completely hilarious here. Like, I just busted out laughing. Well, I didn't bust out laughing. I laughed. I chuckled a little bit when I went to renew my vehicle registration for my car at a county tax collector's office. Yeah, vehicle registration for my car and a vehicle registration sticker. And this was hilarious. Okay, there was this woman at this county tax collector's office in Kilgore, Texas. I was standing in line and waiting to be served by this woman. Some old guy was ahead of me. Then when I went to the desk, this woman asked me this: "Hi, how are you?" I said, "I'm doing okay." Okay, the woman. Okay, I gave the woman my old the vehicle registration paperwork for the renewal of the vehicle registration for my car, registration sticker, for the windshield for the windshield or windscreen for my car. Okay, she looks at the paperwork and she asks me for some ID. Okay, I hand her my driver's license. She looks at this and says this real quickly: Who's TJ Miles? And I said, that's my father. Is he alive? I said, yes, he's alive. And she asked me for my driver's license number. And I told her my driver's license number, and she repeated it and got it all wrong. And I said, okay, let me say it again. And I told her that, and she got it real quickly and started acting really crazy and really weird. And I just chuckled a little bit because she was making a complete jackass out of herself. Yeah, she was just some fat ass redneck Texas woman working at a Texas redneck county tax collector's office. Yeah, she was so fucking stupid and just hilarious. Yeah, jackass. Oh, yeah. Yeah, in the US, when it comes to work and consuming, doing a job, following the rules, everybody acts like a bunch of robots. Everybody acts like a bunch of machines. Like, it's like in the US, like the United States wants to turn you into a machine. And we're we're human beings. We're not machines. We're human. I'm a human. I'm not a machine. And if and a lot of you people who live in the US who are viewing this video, you guys aren't machines either. You guys are human too. We're all human beings. Homo sapiens, not robots. And it's like the US doesn't want anybody to have fun and be human. They want to, they want, the United States want people. Well, I'm gonna say this. The United States wants to substitute love, sex, romance, companionship, fun, excitement, joy, being full of life. They want to substitute all of that for working and consuming and following the rules and being serious and being stiff and lifeless and being a machine. And all of that is just so stupid. It is. It's stupid. Yeah, I get it. You have to go out and work and make a living. I get that, but you have to be a goddamn robot. You don't have to be that. So that's basically that's my gripe on all of this. Yeah. Um yeah, and also like if you're a single man here in the United States, it's like the US want to suppress your desires for women. Like it wants you to be gay, wants you to be a a, a virgin, an incel, yeah, a angry lunatic gun-toting mass shooter or whatnot. Like, yeah, and yeah, and the loneliness epidemic, it's a factor here in the U.S. Like, because you look at because the United States is a lonely country. Yeah, the loneliness epidemic is it's pretty bad. Yeah, because the United States is a country where where everybody is an island. Yeah, that's right. The United States of America is a country where everybody is an island. Everybody is separated from one another. Yeah, yeah, no social human connection. Yeah, nothing. Like everybody is segregated in bubbles, and hate to meet other people. I mean, what's wrong with going out and meeting people? Like it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. It's a human thing. I mean, we're human beings. We're meant to socialize with one another. We're meant to connect with one another. Yeah, and, and being lonely is just like it's like smoking. Yeah, like yeah, the more you engage into it, the more likely you're going to develop health problems and shorten your lifespan. But it's good that some people in the U.S. government have acknowledged loneliness and bringing it up, which is a good thing. Yeah, maybe that will solve the mass shooting crisis. But I'm for gun control, and I think the United States should have strict, rigid, reasonable gun control. But I don't see that happening. Yeah. So, man, yeah. So being lonely and being isolated from everybody is just not good for anybody. You know, and I find this to be very, very sad. A man has been single all his life. He's been single throughout his 20s, 30s, and even into his 40s. And after he goes through those ages, he's just going to be a lonely old man, and he's going to be alone, old and alone, and he's going to die alone. And that's sad. And he never met a woman. He never met a woman. It's just sad. But I'm not gonna tell like a person who wants to be single, oh, they should go out and meet somebody, a man or a woman, go out and meet somebody. Hey, if you want to stay single, hey, that's your choice. I'm not trying to force you to go out and meet somebody. You know, it's just like this. If I was a married man and I had a wife and I have children, I'm not gonna look down on a single man and think I'm better than him. No, I'm not. Because he's no better than me. Because I'm just as human as he is. And I'll probably talk to the guy. I'll probably connect with the guy. You know I'll probably ask him, hey, I mean, do you have a girlfriend? Do you have a wife? If he says he's single and he doesn't have a girlfriend slash wife, I'm not gonna look down on him. I say, hey, you're a good looking man. You should go out and meet someone. But hey, if you want to stay single, just stay single. If you want to meet someone, meet someone. I mean, that's up to you. I'm not trying to force you into this. Yeah, and yeah, I live in Texas, and you got men who are married to women. You got married men with a wife and children, and some of these men like to look down on single men, like they're better than them. And I'm not gonna do that. If I was married and I have a wife and I have kids, I'm not gonna look down on a single man. I'm not gonna do that because that's just wrong. I'm not gonna do that and act like my shit doesn't stink. I'm not gonna do that at all. But yeah, you got men here in Texas who are like this, and probably some men in other parts of the U.S. who are like this. And yeah, they say that men in the U.S. are sociable and down to earth. Yeah, true, but you got some men who are a bunch of assholes or a bunch of dicks who like to shit on other men. Like, you got men here online who are a bunch of trolls. You got shitty men out there. You know, yeah, yeah. In the world of men, there's no respect among people with an Adam's apple and a penis. No. But yeah, but there's some cool guys out there who are willing to help another guy out. You know, and they don't believe in kicking a man down. They believe in building a man up because you know, men want the other man to have a good life like he does. And but all men aren't like that. Some men will shit on you and walk all over you. And some men think if you want to be friends with another man, like they think you're gay or beat the shit out of you if you want to talk to them, or if you like mess with another man's wife or girlfriend, that man will proceed to beat the holy high shit out of you. Beat seven shades of shit out of you. And I don't want to be in that predicament at all. So yeah. Um Man. Yeah, it's like I've been talking, been running my mouth. Yeah. Yeah, I noticed like on this on this YouTube channel. I know I'm not getting a lot of views on some of these videos. Maybe it's YouTube or maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm boring as fuck. Maybe I'm just super super boring. Yeah, looks like I don't have anything to offer on this YouTube channel to anybody anymore. I guess I lost my thunder. I guess I'm like Donald Trump. Yeah, Donald Trump isn't the guy who he once was way back in 2016 and in 2020. He lost his thunder because he's just an old man who has cognitive issues, just like President Joe Biden. And yeah, and everybody's and Taylor Swift, the singer, has endorsed Kamala Harris after she debated Donald Trump. Yeah, I saw that debate. Donald Trump he just lost it. He just got angry, he was bitter, he lost it, and he was saying a lot of conspiracy theorist stuff, saying that like like immigrants are eating cats or whatnot. And Kamala Harris laughed, and and I heard this, and it just sounds ridiculous. Like, Donald Trump is just basically making a fool out of himself, and yeah, and I don't know. The way I see it, I think Kamala Harris is probably going to become president of the United States in November. She's probably going to beat Biden, not Biden. She's probably going to beat Trump hands down and become the first Asian black female president of the United States. And that's that's history right there. But all in all, I'm not a fan of Kamala Harris. I mean, she's a very dirty politician, and when she was Attorney General of California, she let a guy um, get convicted of I think a murder or something. I think he was found innocent, and Kamala Harris just let him be sent to a prison for prison labor, and she busted innocent children for truancy because I guess they didn't go to school, and these kids didn't do anything wrong. So Kamala Harris is a witch. and she is, and that laugh from her in my mind, she just sounds like a witch. You know, you know, it's like this. I don't care for Donald Trump. I don't care for Kamala Harris. And I sure as hell don't care for Joe Biden because these people these people aren't gonna do anything for me or anybody in the United States. I mean, the homelessness crisis ain't gonna be solved. The mass shooting problem isn't gonna be solved. The crappy healthcare system isn't gonna be solved because these people don't want to move the country to a single payer public universal healthcare system. So yeah, I don't care for these people, you know, and I'm not gonna vote and waste my time voting because you got these weak, crappy politicians from both crappy parties that are basically serving the status quo. So yeah, um, I've been talking for quite a while. Um, yeah, I'm gonna tell you guys where I'm at. Since I'm doing a voice recording. I'm laying in bed, kicking back and relaxing. I'm about to go to sleep after I make this video. So, yeah. So let me go see what what time it is. Holy crap. It's 1:09 a.m. Man, it's after 1 in the morning. Yeah, so, I'm going to go to bed and end this video. So, thank you for listening, watching, and so, have a good day, night, morning, noon, wherever you are in the world watching this video or listening to this video. So, yes, merci beaucoup. Okay, that's all I gotta say in this video. So, yeah, if you like the video, like the video. If you dislike the video, dislike it, and leave your comments if you guys are into that type of thing. I still am. So anyway, this is Richard of the New Manchester YouTube channel saying signing out. Cheers and au revoir. Merci beaucoup. Thank you. Bye.